Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by Chiefs Blitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou, Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense.
He got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Comic. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Woo!
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and we're it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Rashad Smith.
Rashad Smith. Let's go.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my home to the defense, we give you the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate troop.
All righty, welcome to a special edition of the Chiefs Blitz podcast, Four Guys in a Bar. It is game night. The Chiefs will kick off in about 1 hour and 37 minutes or something like that. I'm your host, Nick Athan, with Mr. Hense Todd, Mr. Lou Montagna, and Coach Andre Tillman, sporting the Chiefs cap as we continue to try to convert this man to the right side.
Hey, call it what you want, man. You know, I'm here.
All right. Sounds
Company man, right?
Company man.
There you go.
Company hat.
Company man, company hat. Yeah,
I go off what I feel. I go off what I feel, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel good about the Chiefs today.
Good.
I feel good about the Chiefs today.
Sweet.
Got to win. Big game Sunday. Woo-hoo. Can't wait.
Yeah, the big game Sunday. It's going to be,
Big game tonight.
Yeah,
the big game tonight. You know what I mean? This is our Halloween night game, right? This is our game before Halloween. So I think the Chiefs are going to come out here and put belt to A, just like
About to ask. What you hesitating on today? Where's the hesitation?
That was like the perfect spot for the boogeyman. What are we doing?
Double dollar signs, right?
Hey, the boogeyman is going to be out tonight. Patrick Mahomes wearing his all black. You know me. Michael Myers look like jumpsuit. He's in there, ready for the game tonight. And I seen a lot of Commander fans out tonight when I was out at Spencer's and my son and daughter getting their costume, for Halloween, and seen a lot of Commander fans. They out here today.
They out.
I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Did you guys watch the game last night?
Very little.
In Pittsburgh, there was, I want to say, there might have been like 35 or 40% Packer fans.
Yeah, I heard the noise.
With all the yellow, it's hard to tell because you got the terrible towels, cheese heads, everything's yellow. The Steelers were wearing those hideous uniforms from the 30s. But my goodness, I don't know. I mean, I watched many Steelers games in my day, many years, and I've never seen that where it was almost taking the go pack go cheer. At a certain point, Aaron Rodgers had to go to a silent count in his home stadium. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, we did. It's like that in Arizona. We know they feel in Arizona because the away team always or the home team.
Well, usually, I mean, the destination places, like people will go there for vacation, or they'll go to LA because hey, it's LA, or Dallas because of the size of the stadium, and Miami, different cities like that. You expect it, but Pittsburgh.
Right.
Anyway,
good luck. It's spread.
Packer fans travel. I guess the thing that surprises me is that the Steeler fans are giving up their tickets.
That's what they doing, Lou. It's time. Times has changed. Away teams are home teams now. Everything is changing. Everything is changing.
Not in one Arrowhead Drive. I never seen that there.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if that happens at Arrowhead.
I seen it. Well, I kind of with It was a lot of blue when Detroit came here. It was a lot of blue.
It wasn't that much.
It was a lot. It was a lot of blue. I thought,
Maybe
There was the game that Chris Jones didn't play. It seemed like there was a lot more blue.
the opening night, there were a lot more. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Detroit Lions.
The Lions have been there since, but I'm saying, but that night where Chris Jones was still sitting out, he was up in the box. There was a lot of Honolulu blue in the stadium that night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, hey, I know it's a game kicking off. You know what I mean? We looking forward to everything, but let's get into our sponsor, Underdog, Nick.
Hey,
all right. Get into our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. You can win up to 1,000 times your money. Playing one of the easiest games, just pick a higher or lower 1,000 up to your money. You can play your favorite player. Just look at the numbers, look at the stats. Say, so you're going to have this many yards or not this many yards. You're going to score this many touchdowns, not score that many touchdowns. I always say play the quarterbacks. It's the easiest way, in my opinion, to win the game. And right now, you play 5, you will get $100 in bonus dollars. So we make it very easy here at the Chiefs Blitz podcast. Scan there, right there. See it right there? It says scan here. Set up your account. Make sure the promo code Chiefs Blitz is in. Deposit your 5, get your $100 in bonus money, and play a game, and then that qualifies you for the grand giveaway of this very special item of my Chiefs history and of my past. Football signed by Johnny Robinson, Emmett Thomas, Len Dawson, Willie Lanier, Bobby Bell. Here's the catch. We have to have 100 new subscribers between now and December 31st, and one lucky person will get this item to them in whatever way they want. It's free shipping. It's free everything. It's worth probably $1,500 would be my guess. So I think it's something that we should do. Again, send me an email. Once you signed up, I think Kenny Sinclair signed up. Got to get a lot more people. Tell your friends. Just sign up. It's just that simple. So at the end of the day, that's what we're doing here to promote our relationship with Underdog Fantasy. So there you go. That's my pitch for the day.
Worth the $5 just to have a chance.
$5 just to have the chance.
And hey, you might win. You might win. And worst case, you got 100 in bonus bets to get that 5 back. So it's really no brainer. Get in. No brainer. It's easy. Really easy.
No brainer. So there you go. All right.
So in that era, you know me, what made you get rid of that ball there, because like Lou said,
I've been collecting since I was 8 years old, 9 years old when I started collecting stuff, and I've done it for a lot of years, 5+ decades. And when we moved from Florida, I just don't have room for everything, and just kind of decided at this point in my life, I've given my kids kind of some of the things that they want, and I've kind of set my office up the kind of the way I want it. But I have so much more stuff that's either in storage, packed in my closet back there. Still got boxes. I still have a lot of stuff that we're putting on the Chiefs Blitz website, chiefsblitz.com/ I don't know what it is. Shop. There it is. But I just figured I'd give away something juicy again.
Back to the game, Nick. Come on.
I got to get generation back. I give these guys nice Christmas.
Breaking news, guys. Freeway is back.
Freeway.
Where the hell has he been? Where the hell has Freeway been? Shit.
I'm a dude.
The deposit is now $10, not $5. So we'll need to change that on our ad.
He has a job, right? That he can't be watching us in the middle of the afternoon.
Damn, he showed up, Lou. Shit, about time.
Yeah, so we got a nighttime show. So here he is.
Here it is. I'm selling a whole bunch of stuff. We got the shop open, and anybody wants to make me an offer on some stuff, I'm not unopposed to being open to all that kind of stuff. So again, we sign up 100 people between now and December 31st. Some lucky Chiefs Blitzer will get that for a late Christmas
bonus. Little bonus.
So with that said, let's get into our updates, Luke.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here we go. Straight from our site. Look at that. Clark Hunt expects Brett Veach to make some moves before the deadline. Brett Veach has been historically aggressive at the trade deadline. if he feels we have a need, he's not shy about addressing it. And I think that will be true again this year.
Could be some news tomorrow.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Well, and like I said, like the what I've been hearing, Phyllis from Miami, Hall out there from the Jets could be in a Chiefs uniform. So, hey, maybe by the end of the game or maybe before the game. We don't know, but
no,
hey,
I'm not going to be trading out there before the game.
but Brett Veach is out here. He's going to make moves. We know what this team need. We see what they need. I know Isaiah Pacheco, gave us rings and all, but if they get a scary running back, can add to this backfield that somebody's actually scared of, watch out NFL. Because you see what Jonathan Taylor's over there doing. I know Brett Veach is over there just waking up every day, just throwing up in the toilet like, hey, I got Clyde Edwards-Helaire and I could have had Jonathan Taylor. But now it's the other guys out there. At Hall is available, some guys from Miami. There's some other guys out there available too. So, hey, if he's going to make those moves,
do recall that Veach went out of his way to let everybody know that he consulted with Patrick before that first round pick.
Yeah, so Patrick, Mahomes is not making up more picks.
This one's going to be on you, buddy. But no, it's interesting that those two guys are both, in their respective fourth years. Obviously, Pops is a 7th round pick, so he didn't have a 5th-year option. Breece Hall, they didn't pick it up. It was probably going to be a pretty significant amount. So it looks like they're not really going to invest in it. Running back at this point, they've got one win. Okay, so it's going to be a while before they get good. So with those two guys, it just seems strange. You're not going to pay either of them, but maybe, Pops goes home, plays in New Jersey. Breece Hall returns to the Midwest.
I would say,
it's a Cinderella deal. I get it. Everybody get it.
All right.
The Chiefs may need to sweeten the pot, but both guys are looking for new deals for next year. So they're both going to be free agents. You don't know how that's going to work. Is that going to be part of the trade? I don't think Breece Hall really is at the stature of a player that can really say, hey, I'm not going anywhere unless they're giving me a new deal.
But is he really needed? Is Breece Hall really needed here?
Yes. No, that would be a luxury. Yes. That would be a luxury. And
he's a kind of injury prone. I don't know
if for some reason they're working on both. If they're working on both fronts, D line, and potentially running. I think running back seriously would be a luxury.
All right, let me
if they're not able to make a deal for a D lineman, and the Jets are amenable to it, I don't think it's a bad idea.
All right, let me interject something. This is why I think the Chiefs and Jets are going to make a trade this week. So, Asa Pole, the Chiefs clearly missed on Asa Pole, I guess that's what it is, or Asa Pole, whatever it is. So, my thinking is this: Brett Veach called and started talking about a couple of potential Jet trades and say, hey, we really want Pole back. We're not going to trade for him. Jets say, okay, let's work on a trade. Let's make sure we get all our ducks in a row, but we'll go ahead and release them on a Thursday, which is a very easy day for the Chiefs and the NFL. Usually guys aren't added on a Thursday because of the games coming up. The rosters are set. It was a perfect day, perfect storm. So I think wink, wink. I think Pole became a Chief, and I think these two sides are going to come to an agreement on one of their players, offense or defense, as part of this whole, relationship, so to speak, and the move that was made, because that was a strange thing. I talked to a couple of NFL people, and generally people don't get put on waivers, on a Thursday. And with a game, first game Thursday night, this just made a lot of sense. So I think the Chiefs and the Jets will make a deal at some point this week, if not on Monday, after the Chiefs kick the Bills' ass on 3:30 in Orchard Park.
Yeah. So with that said, here's some more latest news that Clark Hunt has said as well.
Clark's got a lot to say. So according to Chiefs Blitz, Our own company here, CEO and Chairman Clark Hunt spoke about the team's rookie left tackle today and had this to say. Here's his quote. We've had good communication with him, and there's an understanding by both parties as to where he is, and we're hopeful to have him back with the team at some time in the future. Man, could it be any more vague? I feel pretty good about him coming back.
No, that says it all.
So it's great that he said, and again, he's not going to speak in definites because there really isn't. Even if they have an agreement as to a time, anything could change. So he doesn't want to say, hey, he's coming back next week, and then all of a sudden he's not. Right. So again, it's a personal matter. I'm sure it's hard for everybody to say anything about it. They don't want to step on anyone's toes. They don't want to be, over dramatic, but then again, they want to be sensitive to the situation too. So there's not a whole lot new here at this point. I think he's just saying it out loud and okay, now we can move on. Check that box. The owner seems to think he's coming back. We just don't know
that's all. That's the only take out of this is that Clark Hunt thinks he's coming back. So when that is, remains to be seen.
In the future, very, very nebulous.
I suspect that future isn't going to be before the bye week. So let's just put that out there. All right, what do we got next, Hense?
Speaking of the owners, I know this switch off the Chiefs topic, and I'm looking at the Colts, man. I see them 7-1 right now, and they owner is a lot of guys is hitting on it, and she's hot stuff all over the internet. You know what I mean? And she's got the clipboard on the on the sidelines. They said, hey. Is more owners you think should be doing this as well, like holding their coaches accountable? Like, you ran this play while you ran this play, and plus they're gonna be active in the trade deadline. She's out there not just taking notes on what the team is doing, is what the team is missing as well. What y'all have to say about that? Because they are looking a little bit like they rolling since she been on their side.
So for me, it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Some GM like to be around the action. There's nothing wrong with that. I think her making her presence down there, that's just who she is. I think it doesn't affect everybody else in the NFL. It just she's just different. She wants to be around the action, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like I feel like GM just should be accountable. You know what I'm saying, for their coaching staff. But other than that, I don't really see no issue with it at all.
Yeah, she's not the GM. She's one of the owners, and I think she was doing this prior to her dad passing away. I think it was all part of his plan to kind of that was like the legacy. She was the one that kind of stepped up and said that she really wanted to be hands on and really run things. It actually just is there to learn and ask questions and try to figure out how they run things, why they do things, and so forth. So. I think it's great. I think a lot of owners, there's so many different personalities, and some will just say, okay, I've got football people to run this. I'll let them run it. If they've got decisions they need to get in touch with me, they do that. Then you've got Jerry Jones, who is the exact 180 degrees the other way. He's involved in every single thing that they do. Now, I don't know that he gets involved in play calling or anything like that, nor would he want to. But as far as the Hense girls, I think they've got a very good handle on it. The three of them each have like their own pieces of what they take care of. I can't think of the names off the bat because some of them are married and they have hyphenated names and so forth. But the Hense daughters, I think again, this is just a different approach, and I'm all for it, especially if she's there learning the game and learning, hey, these are my employees. I want to know what's happening here. Right.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. And again, guys, hey, it's Monday Night Football, in our house tonight. Game day. Dope graphic by the AKA the kid, AKA the Juice Kid, AKA the brother.
Got the jack-o'-lantern between their legs. What's up with that?
That is
let's go back to that real quick.
Hollywood Brown.
So Hollywood's got a pumpkin between his knees.
They made big jugglers, man.
I love it. Love it. Good stuff, man. Go.
Great stuff, man.
It's spooky down there.
Speaking of freeway, that's Freeway 415 there, baby.
Hey, happy birthday to Freeway, man, by the way, man. Freeway's birthday. Happy birthday, Freeway.
No speed limit on that route.
No,
415.
Oh, man, you're going to get what you're going to get.
Like the Autobahn, baby. More from the Chiefs Blitz. These guys are on fire today.
No
Chiefs have elevated guard CJ Hense and defensive tackle Marlon Tuipulotu for tonight's game against the Commanders. Of course, they had listed Trey as doubtful. I'm pretty sure this means that he's out. Have they put out?
Yeah, they just announced it, but I don't have it yet. I'm looking.
Yeah, they put out the inactive, so I'm assuming that was the case there. And we always knew at some point, one of those guys. We had surmised that maybe it was Broderick. But
all right, I have the inactives ready.
Oh, yeah,
let me get this one real quick here. Chiefs kicker Matthew Wright will be kicking for the Commanders tonight as a fill-in for Matt Gay, who's been on fire, but he's injured, who's been ruled out. But Matthew Wright, of course, he was one of the 4 kickers that had a game winner for the Chiefs last year.
Right. Mm-hmm. Hold on a second. I'm going to send you the image, but here it is. Christian Fulton, Jalen Royals, Jared Wiley, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Smith, Josh Simmons, and Malik Herring are
okay. So there's a lot of familiar names on there. The one, Jalen Royals, has not been inactive in quite some time.
Yeah.
I was interested because he seemed to get on the field kind of when everything was over against the Raiders, but they decided that they were just going to run out the clock. Because I figured that would have been a good opportunity, one, to get him some reps, maybe run some routes, give Gardner Minshew an opportunity to throw the ball in an NFL game that he hasn't in a while. But I think it was just kind of a nod to Pete, like, hey, no mas, we're done. So yeah, but yeah, it was just, that one's a little surprising that Jalen Royals.
We'll talk more about that in our next segment as soon as we get the Commanders and actives as well. All right, what do we got next, Hense?
So what's the next? We're gonna go rapid fire around best. I think a best team in the AFC or NFL. Rapid fire. Best.
Right.
Which one you go? So we go ahead and let them rapid fire best team in the AFC. Nick,
best team in the AFC is Denver Broncos.
What?
Okay, where is it? Did we forget the rapid part of this?
Hense,
aren't we like going?
I think the Denver Broncos have been so lucky to win some of these games.
You just caught me off guard, Luke. You just got me off guard.
That's why I do what I do. No, I think the Chiefs are the best team, but the Denver Broncos are a very, very, very close second.
Well, the best team right now is the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, you got Patrick Mahomes and those guys on the sideline. Rasheed Rice, the best receiver in the league, come back. Hey, Chris Jones is looking like his old self. I have to go with the Kansas City Chiefs right now.
I'm gonna go with the Indianapolis Colts, man. JT is on fire. Shout out to Nelson over there on the guard for the Indianapolis Colts. And probably one of the best guards in the NFL. I'm gonna go with the Colts, man.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I would say right now, if I had to say so, I would say the Colts, just because they've been consistent over the first 8 games, right? Where the Chiefs, moving forward, the Chiefs will have the best team as we get closer to the end of the season. Right?
I take my buzzer back.
But if we're saying right now, I said they've been the most consistent offensively, defensively.
Yep.
They easily could be 8-0. They could easily be 6-2. Yep. Bottom line is they're 7-1. Jonathan Taylor's playing like an MVP. Daniel Jones is played as well as he's ever played, actually better than he's ever played.
It's shocking.
And they've got weapons everywhere, but there's no other than Jonathan Taylor, no real household names unless you're real, like a football nerd.
That's what makes them scary though, Lou, because they have
myself, because Tyler Warren, arguably one of the top 2 or 3 tight ends in the league already, right? Alec Pierce, again, quietly one of the best deep threats in the NFL. But again, nobody seems to remember him from Cincinnati and just being a great player in college. Michael Pittman Jr. just seems like he makes plays whenever they need him to.
Exactly.
Josh Downs is a good player. They got their offensive line is firing. So, again, I don't know that they're going to be able to carry this throughout the whole year and through the playoffs. But right now, in this instant, you would have to say they're the best team because they've been consistent all the way through.
You know, and Lou, it's the running game though, Lou. That running game is powerful, especially.
Well, Taylor's he's on pace to set all kinds. I mean, rushing yards, touchdowns. I mean, LT's record is kind of, he's on that pace. So
right.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in the back half. I mean, he wasn't an injury prone player,
right?
Even though like in the last few years he's had a couple injuries, but just lightning in a bottle. And it's a great story.
All right, what do we got next?
So can the Chiefs pitch another shutout tonight? You know what I mean? It's a lot of injuries that's happening tonight. On offense, they starting quarterback ain't there. Morioli came here, and Lou mentioned last show that the pass to himself. Can the Chiefs pitch another shutout tonight? Lou, we're gonna go. We're gonna go with Lou.
You go first.
Well, that was Andy Reid's first regular season shutout of his career. And we're looking for him to go back to back now after all these years. Maybe the numbers are coming around. They come in bunches. They certainly can, right? I mean, I think it's possible, but highly unlikely. In the NFL, it's so difficult to shut somebody out, turnover in your own end. All of a sudden, they're kicking a field goal. I mean, it's a really difficult thing to do. I think it's highly unlikely.
Nah, I doubt it. I think we all know that this Commanders team is way better than the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like their defense is better.
About that.
The offense a little bit better. They coach better. Cliff Kingsbury, Hense, that's your guy, your favorite offensive coordinator. I doubt it. I doubt the Chiefs go out there and they shut out the Commanders, man. I doubt that, man.
I see it coming, man. I see it coming because tonight is the Arrowhead Halloween night. The boogeyman is out.
No,
he's
okay.
Out the closet. The boogeyman is out the closet, so I feel like it's gonna be hell to play. I know we've seen against the Detroit Lions the look that he gave. The guy is on a rampage, and I feel like it's gonna be a boogeyman tonight. It's gonna be a boogeyman on the loose tonight, and they're gonna want him back into his facility. But now, Patrick Mahomes is out tonight, so I think this could be another pitch out for the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey. Wait to see. I don't know if you read the game plan. I know Lou said I put it out too early. The Commanders, I read it.
Come on.
I put it out too early, but I feel like they gonna come out, man. If you read it, my score prediction. But I feel like these guys are gonna come out and be on fire with Patrick Mahomes ready. I know, this is their Halloween night. I don't know if some guys gonna be dressing up for Halloween for Monday night, but I feel like this is gonna be a pitch out. What you had to say, Luke?
Well, I mean, listen, I think it'd be great to have back-to-back shutouts going into Buffalo. I think that would really freak the Bills out. that would be a great thing for them. Another thing they have to deal with. They already lost Ed Oliver, which is massive for the interior of that defensive line. So I'm going to say I don't think they can pitch a shutout, but I don't think the Commanders are going to score more than 10 points.
I think so.
I think he
What's
does.
that?
I think Ed Oliver. Did he play for Buffalo?
Oliver's out for the year.
That was an update on.
He will not be there Sunday.
No, he's having surgery this week.
Torn pec. That's normally that's not a good one.
No, that's 12 weeks at a minimum.
All
right, what's next?
But what's next is guys, as guys, this is the pre-game countdown. Today. So we're gonna switch.
We're flipping.
Do we have any flipping?
Hey, we flipping in the air, sir.
Do I need to change my clothes?
Hey,
woohoo, look at that. New screen, countdown to kickoff. Woohoo!
We kicking it off today, man. Hey, I don't know you guys are putting your score prediction in. I know this and that, but hey, we got a lot, that's covering. Nick already, jumped the gun on some of the stuff on the inactives. But we're gonna have him read it again on the inactives if you guys is now just joining in. Go ahead, Nick.
Do it. All right. So Christian Fulton is out. Cornerback could be subject to trade possibility this week. Jalen Royals, the first time he's been out and not on the game day roster.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Wiley again is not.
He's always out.
Elijah Mitchell, same thing, hasn't hit the field this year. Trey Smith, I don't think this is a big surprise. I think it's precautionary. They want to get him ready for the Buffalo Bills game. Josh Simmons, obviously, Clark Hunt spoke about. He's anticipating his return at some point, and Malik Herring is also out. So some interesting tidbits there for the Kansas City Chiefs as they get ready to play the Washington Commanders in about an hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, looking at the inactives, man. I mean, really, guys. I mean, honestly, besides Trey Smith, and you know, because Moore been playing good at tackle, but besides Trey Smith, that's gonna be very interesting to look at watching on this game right now because Trey Smith is the dog for this offensive line. So with him not being out there and he's the grip behind that line, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what the Chiefs are gonna do without Trey Smith, man.
Yeah, I think that's
assuming 60-66. Mike Caliendo will be out there playing right guard. And great, he's no Trey Smith. I mean, Trey Smith are one of the top two.
Nasty,
Lou. He's right up there as far as paid guards in the NFL.
Damn it, he's nasty.
There's been the market's been reset so many times I can't keep track, but he's up there. But no, I think Caliendo did a pretty good job in his, when Trey was out during the Raiders. But again, we can't, really keep pointing back to that Raiders game and saying, how great it was. I mean, the Raiders were kind of beat up. Max Crosby was injured during the, the meat of the game. It was just whatever.
Still a win, baby. Just still a pitch. Still
it counts. Yeah, they all count. Yeah, I got that. But no, I think Caliendo's a good backup, and we'll see because he's going to have to play somewhere else down the line too. I mean, guys are going to get hurt. You're going to miss plays, whatever it happens to be. So he's got to be ready to rock and roll. And he's done it before. So I trust him. But I agree with you, Coach, that he is kind of like the heartbeat of that offensive line, Trey Smith, and brings that nasty.
That's right.
Speaking of Trey Smith, do you see this linger into Buffalo and they just keep him out until the bye week and let it, since it's a back injury?
I think if the Bills had lost yesterday, maybe there'd be some consideration. But this is a huge game for both franchises. The Chiefs, they can bury Buffalo. They've lost 2 of the last 3. Their schedule is now a little bit more difficult. They lost Ed Oliver. They've already lost Rapp on defense. They still are having an issue getting the ball to wide receivers. I mean, they've got
Mike Milano, you never know when he's going to be available.
Yeah, Milano will probably try to play out of
in and out of the lineup.
So I think if you look at the way they look at Trey Smith is Caliendo had a really good game. He got a lot of experience last year. He did a really good job, and I think you err on the side of caution. If this is a lower back strain and this is something that's been bothering him, then you just rest him. I mean, they just decided we're gonna hold him out this week. Try to get him ready for Buffalo. If not, they'll wait till after the bye week and he'll have a full month to get treatment and get that back healed and get him ready for what is the most difficult stretch after tonight for the Chiefs. At Buffalo, at Denver, home against the Colts, and then they go 4 days later to face the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving football is upon us. That's a brutal stretch for Kansas City. And the rest of the AFC, we talked about the Colts, probably have their schedule is a little bit more difficult now that they played the Titans. But the Broncos and the Patriots, their schedule is not all that difficult going forward. So these are big games for Kansas City. But rest Trey Smith is the wise move.
Yeah, and with that said, these are the guys arriving. Chris Jones walking into the building, all smiles, ready to get it in. Travis Kelce with the sun glasses.
We got Xavier walking in. He was looking like the Slim Reaper, man.
He's ready to rock and roll,
clean, baby.
There
he is. There's X. Look at that.
Damn,
come on now.
He's ready to go to work. Rashid's like, I ain't taking no prisoners tonight.
Look at that. He's got
Time TV.
jacket.
He's locked in. He's locked in. I hear this guy.
Juju.
Who's that?
Juju's my favorite. I love Juju.
Oh gosh.
Andy Reid's ready to coach the game of his life. Another shutout.
Andy Reid in a black jacket. That means something.
Yeah, he didn't wear suits today. He
red.
just kind of wore his. He just wore his hoodie.
No, I don't know. Andy Reid different now, guys. He's in a black jacket, not the red. He's in a black jacket. Well, I think Andy Reid ready. Might be a shutout today. Might be a shutout. I don't know. It might be a shutout. I don't know.
So with that said, it goes some more inactive. I think these are Washington Commanders inactive. Go ahead.
There's only 2 teams playing, so yeah, let's hope they are. So Commanders, Deron Payne is a go for Monday night, despite missing practice with a toe injury. Offensive lineman Brandon Coleman is also active tonight for the first time since week 2. Inactives, yeah, you go ahead and read that one. Hence, the kicker Gay,
get back at my
Cajo, Scott, Fant, Yankoff. Wow.
Yankoff.
And of course, Jaden Daniels.
All right, Tom. Let's put some first names to some of these things. All right.
But even with the Commanders, man, that's good for them. O line, it can get their O lineman back. It got Payne. He's starting tonight. So it's gonna again. Remember I said about Trey Smith, man. It's gonna be very interesting in the trenches this game. It's gonna be interesting.
Anytime you get O lineman back, I mean that's a big thing. And obviously, Debo and Scary Terry. There's your Halloween guy, Scary Terry. Will be back and in action tonight. So that's, for Marcus Mariota, get some weapons.
Come on, talk about Leo Chanel in covers against Ertz, man. Ertz is their main guy too, man. He's been looking pretty good for the Commanders. So we're gonna see. We'll see who's gonna cover that guy right there. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
So looking at this game, man. What I watched the all 22 film. I looked at some of the stuff that they run and they how they play their game, but this game plan is going to be totally different. Maybe with Mariota.
Mariota.
Motorola.
Think about Motorola telephones.
When he's out there tonight, man, it's going to the Commanders' offense is going to look different. And plus, they probably run the same stuff that he do because the kid can run this too. Now, will you tell Spags?
Wait, hold on. So it is going to look different, or it's not?
I said it could look a little different, but it still can look the same because the kid can run.
The sky could fall.
I'm just saying.
I think the offense because of Mariota, because of the games that he has played, and the fact that he is very mobile. They will run a similar offense. I don't think it's going to be different at all. I mean, it's just
he can run and he can throw.
Little different look to him, and I think Mariota actually looks to run a little bit more than Jaden does. But I think the offense will be what they typically run.
I think what Hense was referring to was a spy. I think what we all know. Hell, I hope Spags know he's going to use his legs. So you got to put a spy on that boy.
Spags knows.
Yeah, I hope he knows.
Maybe watch film this week.
I hope he watched the film this week because my man,
maybe he's doing this for like 40 years.
If he get over 100 yards rushing, you tell me, Lou. You tell me, Lou. You tell me if Mariota get 100 yards rushing, you tell me, man.
He's not getting 100 yards rushing. Are you kidding?
Mariota is getting 100 yards rushing. He might.
Well, if he was to get 100 yards rushing, okay, and doesn't score any touchdowns.
Breaking news.
I think they'd be okay with that.
Oh,
you got breaking news. You ready?
Patrick Surtain is dealing with a pectoral injury and is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks.
Ouch.
I was watching the game yesterday, and it looked like at first it looked like a shoulder. He was kind of favoring it, trying to work it around. It looked like he was trying to deal with something. He'd come off earlier due to an ankle as well.
That's what we thought it was. Yeah.
Tough game, man. People get hurt.
Damn. Hey, but Riley looking good though. Riley on the other side looking good.
Surtain takes up half the side.
I think Riley Moss gets more flags than Jerry is going to do.
He cheats.
I don't cheat.
That is a coach special. That dude plays with hands and feet.
Yeah, he does.
That's my guy. Iowa, Lou. Iowa.
Keep your hands to yourself. Yeah,
Hey.
Moss and Cooper DeJean again.
Hell yeah,
two
Iowa guys,
Caucasian defensive backs. It's just it doesn't
It's
sound
very
right.
rare to see Caucasian DBs now, and
Yeah.
they're holding it down. They
Yeah.
holding it down, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think Cooper's a little more. Cooper's a little bit more athletic. I see.
Yeah.
I think I get the sense, but
Yeah.
that's a blow for Denver for sure. No,
It is.
no question
It is.
about it. As good as
It
their
is.
their rush is, it really helps a lot too, knowing that you got him locking down receivers.
Exactly.
Nice.
I also got to put up there. But other than that, man, what will be, you know what I mean, what is your biggest surprise, what you expect to happen tonight?
So again, I mean, surprise or something we expect. I mean, that's
what do you expect?
We're
What are you, man? It's
Do
been a
we
long
Words
expect
out,
some-
dude. Get
do
the
we
words out.
expect some
Take a breath.
surprises?
Okay, everybody take a deep breath.
Man, go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Have a zen
You're
moment.
confusing me, man. It doesn't take much.
Check out
What
the
is your
big
biggest
wheel.
surprise for today? Go ahead, Lou.
Surprise would be to me if Mariota comes out and like throws for close to 300 yards.
Woo!
Right? I mean, because I don't think really that's going to be their game plan. I think they're
Hell
going to want to
no.
run the ball with him,
Right.
running backs, Debo. They're all going to get involved in the running game. I wouldn't be surprised if Debo gets 3 or 4 carries at least. Krosky Merritt, I think, has been a pleasant surprise for them. He's got a pretty decent yards per carry average. I think he's one of the highest ones out there. Doesn't get a lot of volume, but since they've got some injuries back there, he's been getting the ball a lot more. So I think that's where Spags will be looking. I think is really to try to shut down the run game and make Marcus try to beat them through the air. That would be the perfect scenario. Again, I'm not saying anything anybody else doesn't already know and what is out there. I mean, I'm sure the Commanders are well aware of this too, is that they're going to try to, make Mariota beat them from the pocket and with his arm.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback on what you just said. I think the way the Commanders secondary been playing, guys, they've been playing horrible. Lattimore been playing horrible, man. Trey Umos is probably their best DB. But it won't be. It would surprise me if the Chiefs don't take advantage of that, man. Because if Mahomes doesn't have over 300 yards through the air, it can be very surprising. Because the Chiefs has the weapons to do it. Like I said, their secondary has not been playing lights out, guys. They've been playing horrible. Yeah, they've been playing horrible. So that would surprise me if the Chiefs don't
think
take
they're near the bottom of the league in total defense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Near the bottom of the league in turnover margin. So, I mean, there's a reason why the spread opened at like 12.5.
Yeah,
Right.
they 16th in defense. They 16th in defense.
Is it really that high? What's the spread tonight going in?
It opened at 12.5, but I think there were some factors that has pushed it down a bit, 10.5. I think some places I saw maybe even as low as 10. I'm sure, once Trey Smith was ruled out, or doubtful, that kind of played into it as well. The fact that McLaurin was back for sure and Debo was back for sure, probably, some people, double digits. That's a tough one. Although yesterday, I believe underdogs were 2-10 against the spread.
Yeah, that was
the only two underdogs that get it done. Of course, arguably the two worst teams, the Jets and the Dolphins.
Crazy.
Both won their games outright as underdogs.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I think for me, the biggest surprise would be, I think the Chiefs starting offensively flat and kind of returning to where they were earlier in the season. I think the Chiefs learned their lesson from, I think they took a peek ahead when they played Jacksonville, because they had Detroit coming up and that was a big statement game for them. I don't think they're going to make the same mistake against the Commanders. Now, I don't know how good the Commanders are compared to the Raiders, but the Chiefs seem to be beating on some of the teams that aren't as good as them, and that's a great sign to see. So I would be surprised if that didn't continue tonight.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't put a spy on Mariota tonight. If they don't come out and put on spy on them, and he just do what Trevor Lawrence did. Trevor Lawrence ain't looked good since that game, right? Trevor Lawrence on his birthday, he was a guy on his birthday and he had all the cake he can eat. and he can kick butt too. But I don't want to see this, man. I don't want to see nobody that come out here against the Kansas City Chiefs defense and they just let up and say, "Oh, this is what happened. This is what happened. We forgot to do this." No, you come out and play the same scheme you've been playing. You come out and play ball, and that'd be my biggest surprise if they just let him turn back to his college day. He was a number 2 overall pick for a reason, right? 11 years ago, he was a number 2 overall.
Big fall off in quarterback 1 and 2.
Yeah, so now
Heisman Trophy winner.
And we don't want him to turn into the pumpkin, right? You remember that?
They do have experience playing against them on a couple of different occasions, on different teams, and one was in a playoff game. We talked about that before with the touchdown pass to himself off of Jerome Reeves.
That was a classic. That was a classic right there.
But yeah, again, I mean, I'm sure on some plays you'll see a spy employed. I don't think they're going to employ a spy like on every single snap. I mean, that's just, you're not going to be Spags is never going to be that predictable. So it's just going to be a matter of on the plays where they don't
just like third downs,
is really trying to like contain the rush and not trying to be heroes and everybody going for a sack. Because a lot of times what happens is they get out of their rush lanes, the quarterback spins out, and the next thing you know, there's nobody home.
Chris Jones.
Especially if the defense is playing man to man and they're plastering their guys. They're not looking at the quarterback. So that's where he will gain a lot of yards. So hopefully, that doesn't happen too often.
Or should I say this though, Luke? Just play contain with Mariota. Just keep him in the pocket. Make Mariota beat you.
It's easier said than done. But that's my point. Is with when you rush, it's not like 11 guys and they have 11 separate assignments. I'm going to do whatever I can to beat this guy. I mean, it is team. The defense has to play as a team. So whether that's in the rush, in coverage, everything else. So you would like to see them kind of cage rush, they call it, kind of like in like an umbrella.
That's what I'm saying. So basically, it's like, look, Lamar Jackson guy, we know he's going to run majority of the time. It's like Mariota, he's going to take off. So you really had to be disciplined on ends. Just be very disciplined.
We don't want to see his Oregon days tonight. We don't want to see this Oregon.
Hey, keep talking. He might have 250 on the ground.
Just saying. You got to talk about it.
It's been a few years since that.
He was Oregon. Damn it, he was Oregon.
But
he got some wheels, though. He's still.
That's what I'm trying to tell this boy. He got some wheels. He got some juice.
I know Lou brought up the over and under. It's 10.5 right now. What can you bought? Right now for $10.50 that you can provide with the Chiefs to give them a win tonight. Where can you buy for $10.50 to provide with the Chiefs if you can send in a care package?
What the hell?
I know. I was going to try to wing it off the
10.5 is 10.5 is a lot of points, but the Chiefs have beaten a lot of bad teams.
Wing it off of that one.
So I think the Chiefs plus 10.5 is not a bad play tonight.
Not a bad play.
Minus 10.5, but
minus 10. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, like I said, maybe some of these it just goes that way. Like all of a sudden, like the favorites, all cover, right? Is 2 and 10. I think if you throw in the Chargers, now the dogs are, I think, 2 and 11 on the week.
Yeah,
that's kind of rare. I mean, very rare, but it's just it will happen like once or twice during the course of the season, and you just never know when. Now, again, those are just trends and things that are happening in other games. But if you just look at this game, again, there's a reason the line is what it is. And the fact that, again, the Chiefs are turning the ball over such a small amount of time.
I agree with you, John.
For 7 games into the season, I think they're tied for the second fewest ever. Right. They've got 2 turnovers and they're both, Patrick interceptions. They haven't fumbled the ball once, knock on wood. Or lost a fumble.
Make sure that's you're not
where Washington is like minus 5 or 6 in the turnover margin. So there's different things that you look at, that yards per play. There's all these kind of nerdy stats, and the Chiefs are favored in all those. So the bottom line is something that I've been saying for the last month is that I don't care who they're playing. If the Chiefs come out and play their game, they're going to win. And against a team like this, playing their second team quarterback, It's the Chiefs' third straight home game. Close out the home stand, if you would. Again, this is kind of an oddity in the schedule too, to play 3 consecutive home games.
Come on with it.
But you just got you got to. And the thing is, they're 4-3. You saw the Broncos win yesterday. The Colts win yesterday. Hell, the Ravens won yesterday.
Patriots, yeah.
Buffalo won yesterday. New England. So all these teams that are ahead of you, and everybody is, because they're not really in the playoffs. They really can't afford to be looking at, well, this team is this team is that. No, this team right now, we have to win this game regardless of who it is.
How much? Hey, John got an excellent stat. Like I said before, they ranked 27th, man, 27, 26 in defense. I think passing too. You gotta throw the ball. You gotta throw that mother. You gotta throw that bad boy. You gotta throw it. You gotta throw. And the Chiefs, like you said, Lou, they can.
You think you need to tell Coach Reed and Patrick that they need
hell
to
yeah,
throw the
hell
ball?
yeah, tell them. Hell yeah, I'm gonna tell them. Hey,
have
put
you
the
watched
camera,
this
single
team?
me out.
Have you
Single
watched
me out,
this team
goddamn
play?
it. Shit, single me out, goddamn it.
Have
Riley
you
should be out
watched
there.
this team play?
Hey,
You can't answer a question.
Yes,
They
do throw the ball quite often. I don't know that you have to tell them.
I'm gonna say, kick that ass, Andy Reid. Throw that ball deep.
Well, speaking of coaches, let's get into Matt Nagy, man. He's coaching. He's coming up for a coaching job, and there was something that was written about him. I think it's one of these articles. If Lou or Nick, go ahead.
All right, I got it. So this was written by hold on a second. So it was written by Jesse Newell at The Atlantic, and he did a walkthrough through the locker room last week. It's impossible to miss the team's new fashion statement. Malik Herring, Wanye Morris, and receiver Nico Remigio both had theirs on Friday, while quarterback Patrick had a similar one hung up on his practice locker this week. Next screen. The latest team issued merchandise boasts 3 bold letters in red across the chest, followed by a black period. AAF. So what does that stand for? Well, you could say it's aggressive as fire, Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy said with a laugh. Okay, that's the PG version, and it gets the first 2 words of the actual slogan correct. But it's also important to know that this is about the Chiefs' slightly NSFW rallying cry created months before the season began. The team this year describing it as aggressive as
Fire truck.
It has only been brought about real change within the Chiefs' ascending offense. It's a mindset that's spreading amongst the teammates. Now it's just taken off, Nagy told The Atlantic. And what I love about it, it's not just the offense, it's the entire building. It's more than T-shirts. After last week's blowout win over the Raiders, Chiefs wide receiver Tyquan Thornton tweeted out a photo of the receivers with 2 short acronyms. One was EDGE, which references everybody got to eat mantra. The Chiefs receivers who continue to preach that success will come for all of them if they remain unselfish. The other expression, though, it was AAF, which Thornton said in the locker room last week had initially come from Matt Nagy. So when referencing, I'm getting tired. Nagy liked to use the phrase mind tap. In essence, when speaking with Mahomes, he wanted a casual way to refocus him on the greater goal of maintaining an attacking mentality. So in the meeting rooms, before they went over a play called, Nagy would say the letters AAF. That spread to the practice field on the headset. Nagy would give Mahomes the entire play call, then slip it in at the very end. AAF, in other words, remember, take your shot if it's there. Wow. Good piece of writing there. Again, from Jesse Newell with The Atlantic. He does a great job. Definitely read his stuff. And, what I think is interesting about that mantra and that attitude is you can tell that the Chiefs have found a new way to kind of motivate themselves after the disappointing start to the season. I think once we got to the second half against the Giants, we finally saw some of that offense. They're still, had some injury issues they were dealing with. They still didn't have Rice. And then what they learned in that Jacksonville game, I think is obviously paying dividends in the last 3 games where they've had wins. So I think if you look at the way Kansas City has come out with fire and the way they've started some of these games early now, whatever it takes to motivate you. And for Nagy, this is good. I mean, Nagy's really getting Andy's really putting him front and center. I think he's got a real shot at the Tennessee Titans head coaching job. And I think Andy's putting him out there a little bit more, letting him talk more. And Nagy, I mean, I've watched Nagy, a lot of press conference. He's been a lot more engaged with the media, a little bit more open, and a little bit more comfortable and freer in some of the things that he says. Normally a very positive person, but I think he's getting more say in the offense. It's still ultimately Andy's 51% that wins out, but I think we're seeing a different Matt Nagy. And if he gets another coaching job, I think he's going to do pretty good.
Yeah, I think it depends on how big a say that Borgonzi has in that whole thing in Tennessee.
Yeah.
There's a guy above him that seems to be kind of flavor of the month with the ownership. That whole situation is kind of messed up. I'd hate to. I actually would not like it if he took that job, because I think he's just doomed to fail there. Whether the quarterback is Cam Ward or whoever it is, I just think top down that organization is fucked up. Basically, sorry, whoever. But Bud Adams, God bless him. You know, one of the foolish club, whatever you want to call it, but. Now his daughters aren't the ones like Irsay's daughters on the headset learning everything about the game. I think she just really takes the advice of people below her, and they all have their own agendas. Why in the hell would you ever fire Mike Vrabel? That arguably was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and here we are. So I mean, there's only 32 of them. And Nagy's had the experience before, so I think he'd do a much better job with that, you know, the learning experience, and just more mature now and working with Patrick a second time and kind of evolving from there. But my God, I don't know if I'd wish that on my best friend.
I think the Titans will turn the franchise around. I really do. I think that was a bold move.
Not with that ownership
to get with a Callahan, and if the ownership does get their act together, and they may be forced to. I mean, you got to remember, they're building a brand new stadium. Their new stadium is going to go down, in my opinion, at least from what I've seen. It's going to be the most beautiful, innovative, sight-catching stadium in the NFL.
It'll be Vegas, baby.
It'll be the Taj Mahal of any.
It's a destination.
I will put the Titans' new stadium up against any stadium. Any new stadium that's been built in the last 10 years.
And I don't think there's any I don't think there's any question about that. And I think people will still go, right?
But they have to win now. They have to win. If you have a new stadium, you got to change some things.
Maybe, but the bottom line is those checks they get every year or every 6 months or whatever the hell they get for the TV money, they cash regardless. Right?
I know they do.
And whether they win or lose, some teams just don't care.
Let's ask the real question.
They don't care as much as us. I just don't believe with that current structure that would be a good place for him to go. Hell, I thought it was a bad move by Borgonzi, but hell, he's been waiting for 10 years. Again, there's only 32 of them. But the thing is, you rarely see a GM
How many sacks is Chris Jones going to get tonight, guys? That's the real question. Let's talk line right now, guys. We're talking about the Tennessee Titans. Who gives a damn? Let's talk about how many sacks is Chris Jones going to get tonight, gentlemen. Now talk to me. Let's have a real conversation.
Yeah, that's a real conversation.
That's a real conversation.
Let's roll the dice. We have no idea. How many sacks does he have?
How
many sacks does he have this year?
Is he getting tonight?
How many does he have so far?
Talk to me, Luke. How many sacks again tonight, Luke?
How many does he have so far?
Yeah, Draco is starting.
I will be very happy if he gets one.
Damn.
But
Nick says two. Nick says two.
I'm saying he's matching Myles Garrett. I'm just saying he's
not matching Myles Garrett. Nobody can match Myles Garrett.
He's matching Myles Garrett. I said he's good out there matching Myles Garrett, but he's going to finish out a win. Myles Garrett, hey, a lot of people were saying that, I'm not sure, he got the money. Hey, that's just, he wanted
about buyer's remorse. He doesn't want to be there anymore.
He don't want to be there anymore, but hey, he got the money. But I feel like Chris Jones can pull off a Myles Garrett tonight, enter Derek Thomas. Maybe go for the record. Maybe go for the best Derek Thomas record tonight. But I think I feel like the guys are going to be ready. Like I said, these guys are locked in. We are locked in. I know our score prediction is locked in. So Here is our score prediction for tonight as the guys walk in. Hey, Chris Jones, Drake said he's gonna have looking for some stacks tonight, but he go our score prediction. Nick has 37-9, Lou 34-14, Dre 28-14. We had to wring his neck to get it in, but Mango 34-17.
Whatever, fool.
And me, 45-3. 45-3. Like I said, man, I feel like it's gonna be a shutout tonight, and maybe 45-0. Hey, maybe 45-0, but 45-3 is that score. And why is this gonna be your score, Nick? Why you pick this score? What do you see coming out?
Well, I think the Commanders are gonna be limited to field goals in this game. I think the defense is playing well. I think the way the Chiefs played last week. I mean, if they score in the first 4 or 5 drives like they did last week, it's going to be a pretty similar score. Then you bench everybody, you rest everybody. Mm-hmm. You got a game, and tomorrow's an off day, and then Wednesday they get back to normal week. They don't get that extra day off this week. They get to go to Buffalo to play the Bills. That game is primo important to both franchises, and I think a chance for the Chiefs to really separate themselves from Buffalo. So tonight the goal is score on the first 4 or 5 possessions, have a nice lead, let some young guys play. Let Gardner Minshew throw a damn pass, will you? Come on, Andy.
Gosh.
What about you, Lou?
Well, the offense has been pretty much rolling for the last few weeks. They're kind of finding their way. Rasheed's only one game, right? So a lot of the stuff was closer to the line of scrimmage. I think you'll start seeing him go downfield a little bit more. So I think that they'll continue to score points and be very fluid and be very rhythmic offensively, which was kind of missing the first 4 or 5 weeks. And as far as Commanders scoring 14-1, again, it's very difficult to get a shutout in the NFL. To get 2 in a row, you probably have to go back to like the 85 Bears. I don't even know if they did it, but should be an interesting game. Maybe they get their 14 points once all the starters are out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say for me, I'm gonna go with the reason why I said 14 points because of Bo loves some Cliff Kingsbury. I said the first half, the Commanders come out there firing the first half, and just like Cliff Kingsbury, in the second half, Spag's gonna figure them out, and it's gonna be a shutout in the second half. But I do believe that Cliff gonna get it going in the first half. Then the second half, they're gonna go back to the old Cliff Kingsbury and get it figured out, and the Chiefs gonna dominate in the second half.
But Mango ain't here, so 45-3. I know guys said, "Come on, Hense. Come on, man. You think they're only going to get 3 points? I don't think they're going to get 3 points. They're going to get fed to the piranhas very early, right? They're going to get right out there, and they're going to get fed to the piranhas, and this defensive line is going to be hungry for Mariota. They're going to be out there getting them, sacking them everywhere. Like I said, Chris Jones is going to be very active tonight. Very active around the quarterback. The guys are going to be swimming around the quarterback. So, I feel like it's going to be a surprise guy tonight, Bashar Smith. I feel like this is going to be his breakout game. Got that feeling. I got this feeling this is going to be Bashar Smith breakout game. You're going to see him break maybe a kickoff return. Maybe some get a screen game. He take one to the house. I feel like this is what we're going to see tonight, man. 45-3, the Kansas City Chiefs. Still hangs in this wild AFC West right about now with the Chargers and the Broncos, at the top of the division. But the Chiefs can't lose no more. They got to keep going, man. They got to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, I agree.
The Broncos are rolling. The Chargers are rolling. The Raiders are, just the Raiders. But other than that, man,
New England right there, boy.
The Patriots are rolling. New England's there, and the Colts are rolling too. There, so it looked like if the playoffs will start right now, the Chiefs will be on the outside looking in. Correct?
They're the 7th seed. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be on the outside looking in. But if they got to keep going, they got to get this ball rolling, and don't look back. You let that Jaguars come back. The meltdown in Florida be a wake up call, and let this 45-3. Hey, if you didn't read this game plan, will get 45 points. Bags and Reed. I know I'm just Hense of Chiefs Blitz and BowTie, man. You don't got to read the game plan, but this is what I feel like you can get you. 45.
Yes, you do. Go to ChiefsBlitz.com right now.
Right there.
Other than that, man, these guys are ready to rock.
Throw the link up there. Hense, give him the link.
Give him the goodies. Give him the goodies.
Well, Mango got him 34-17. Everybody's looking like the Chiefs going to win by multiple scores tonight. Everybody's saying that the Chiefs are going to. Even though if Jalen Daniels is in, will you still say the Chiefs will win this game?
I would.
Yeah, because their defense still. I mean, he's not going to be able to play defense, and they're just not a good unit right now. Between injuries, I mean, Dorrance Armstrong, I think, was their best pass rusher, and he's out. I think he's out for the season. So there's only so much. I think Von Miller, he was situational at best, so it's not like they really have a lot
got
of
some. I mean, he's still a vet. He still can get it done, though.
Right, but I don't think it's not like he's going to be able to provide consistent pressure to the point where it'll make a difference in the game. He might be able to get to Patrick once or twice, but it's not going to be game changing. I don't believe, and like I said, the offense is just rolling. I mean, it would just have to be very uncharacteristic performance now for really the Commanders to be in the game. The Chiefs will definitely have to contribute to the game being close.
Yeah. So with that said, guys, hey, like they said, John said in the chat, Chiefs win 43. The NFL is really getting. Hey, I'm telling you, man, if they win tonight 45-3, man, just come for me, man. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it in the air. You speak it into existence, and I feel like this is what's going to happen. A blowout, a beat down. They get fed to the piranhas. They get dumped into the Red Sea of Arrowhead, and they come out just with shoelaces around their feet. No shoes.
Where the NFL and especially the AFC gets a little like even more shaking in their boots is when the Chiefs come up to Buffalo and take care of business, and then it'll be like, okay, all right.
Yeah. So Lou, that's your statement game. If the Chiefs go into Buffalo and make
to this point, right?
Okay.
Because then it just becomes okay. Now after the bye, can they go to Denver and win?
Well, Pat the hands out. So
now, when they come home, can they beat the Colts? If the Colts are like
3-statement game,
9-1 or whatever,
3-statement game,
pretty much. I mean, because if you're playing all these Broncos, if you're playing all these teams that are ahead of you, I mean, you have to prove that you can beat them because everybody's feeling, the Chiefs right now are the betting favorite for this. They're the betting favorite, and we see we can project that. But if they go on the field and do it, whether at home and on the road, then it's like, holy crap, they are back.
There you go. Hey, now, God, that's a real shutout. You shut those teams out, keeping the 0. Now we talking scary in the NFL. Now we talking something scary.
That's crazy talk. But
it's crazy talk, but hey, talk the bold shit. I'm just saying, man.
Well, with that said, man, hey, go back into the inactives if everybody just joining in. Luke.
All right. So some of these are definitely regulars on this list. Christian Fulton, still, this is kind of almost reminding me of Josh Uche. They make the trade, they get him, and then he can't still be injured, okay? So Jalen Royals, that was a surprise to me. Jared Wiley, maybe they're still nursing the ACL. I don't know. It seemed like he was in pretty decent shape at the end of camp, but here we are. Elijah Mitchell's been a healthy scratch every single game this year. Another one they bring in. Maybe again, it was just break glass in case of emergency. Trey's resting the back. Josh is doing his thing wherever he is. Emily Herring again is inactive. So they need help at edge. You'd like to think that Malik Herring could be one of those guys on the roster that could do something, but here he is inactive again. So
there it is.
An interesting list. 4 or 5 of those are same cast of characters every week. But
that's right. D-line better to eat tonight.
Like to see some of these guys play.
The guys are getting ready. Kickoff is almost close, guys. 7:15.
Is this live?
It's live.
Yeah. We got the guys are going out the field. They are ready, and they are ready to roll. I know you guys are ready to roll.
Hey, here comes Rashard Smith. Here comes Rashard. Oh.
I'll go back to it. You want to see Bashard Smith? Go ahead. 15.
Yeah, I think he's the last
Nah,
one. I think he's the last one. Here he comes. Oh my God, where is he?
Where's he? Damn.
There he is. That's right.
Number one in your heart.
So with that said,
He's pacing himself.
Yeah.
Late night, you know what I mean? Then the Chiefs got to, they playing Monday night, then they got to go up in Buffalo this Sunday coming up, man. Hey, tough game tonight. You know what I mean? I just don't want them to overlook the Commanders.
No, they won't.
You just said a key thing, Bo. Do not overlook the Commanders. Do not overlook the Commanders.
Don't overlook the Commanders. Come out here and ball out tonight. Might show what you guys.
If they were like 6-1,
right,
7-0, or at this point, this would be like the perfect trap game, right? I mean, I'd be taking the points, right? But they're 4. They really can't afford that. So hopefully that is kind of drilled into their brains, and they don't let, I guess, just human nature take over, because you look at them and they're just not that good a team. We can just show up and we'll beat them. I don't think anybody's got that mentality right now. Right. We have to just play our game, keep hitting on all cylinders. Everybody gets to eat. Everybody's got to eat, whatever it is. Max out.
Hey, real quick though,
aggressive as fire truck.
True. Hey, real quick, Lattimore, guys, look out for Lattimore. Lattimore having a bad season, man. I believe the Chiefs are going to attack Lattimore early, man. They're going to attack Lattimore early.
Now, is he healthy? He's playing.
Yeah, he's
playing.
He's playing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, I got one player I think is going to go off tonight.
Who that?
Now you got one player. Go ahead.
Okay, one player. So for me, it's Xavier Worthy. I'm thinking 2 touchdowns tonight for Worthy. Maybe 1 pass, 1 run. I think it's his turn to eat. It was Rice's turn last week. They used him as a decoy in a lot of stuff this week. And if the Commanders fall for some of those decoys, I think Worthy could have a really big game. Again, this to me, this is your setup game. I don't want to look ahead, but you look at Buffalo. If they see what Rice can do and they can see what Worthy can do, they've already seen what Hollywood can do and Travis and Juju. I'm telling that team is screwed next Sunday. So get Worthy more involved in the offense with actual balls in his hands and in the grass under his feet, and go make a couple of big plays, score a couple of touchdowns.
I agree.
Is there a chance they're still worried about the shoulder?
I think because it got tugged last week. I think there's some
whatever is.
Yeah, I think there's some concern. The way it got pulled,
that they don't want to, like really have
risk
high.
I just think the way the Commanders secondary has evolved so far this year. I think everybody's gonna focus on Rice, and I think you're gonna see Worthy.
Well, I mean, if he's clearing out and he's open, Patrick's gonna launch the ball. I mean, I don't think there's any question about that. Right. I just think they don't want to see him like 10, 12 targets, having to like absorb a lot of hits during the course of the game. Whereas, hey, we hit him on a few just to keep the defense honest, that he's not just clearing out, and he actually is a threat. We hit him once or twice, and that'll be fine. And then not that they'll take him out, but I just don't think they want to really get him beat up in a game like this.
Well, yeah, my surprise guy is going to be Bashard. Like I said earlier, Bashard Smith. I feel like
not a surprise anymore, Hensley.
And on defense, it's going to be Nall Williams, man. I want Nall Williams to get an interception, return it back for a touchdown. That's what I'm looking for tonight. You know what I mean? He first play of marijuana pass, he passed it over there, and that Williams there to pick it off for an interception.
Who's the last Chief to have a pick six? I can't remember.
Leo Chanel, right?
No, it was Dan Sorensen, I think.
No, it was Watson.
Oh, my bad. You said pick 6. My bad.
You're right. It was Watson
the one against Herbert.
Yeah, that's right. And before that, it was
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my point, is that it's been so long since they had. because they really haven't as good as they've played on defense. Is that live from the drone?
I think so.
That, or is there a party next door?
What,
I don't know.
what was that?
All right, guys.
As good as they've played on defense, that's still one thing that you don't see from this defensive backfield is a lot of takeaways, interceptions, big plays going back the other way. So that would be a very cool sight to see for sure.
Yeah, it would be.
But again, guys, this is our score predictions. Nick 37-9, Lou 34-14, Dre 28-14, Mango 34-17, and me with the blowout. Feed them to the Sharks, 45-3.
And
Chiefs.
Ken St. Clair's knee deep into his Johnny Walker. My surprise, Mahomes gets an interception and kicks a field goal.
Nice. I love it.
Cheers to you, Kenny. Have another.
So with that said, guys, enjoy the game, man. Game is kicking off. We meet them at 7:15. Go enjoy the game, man. Hey, look for us on Wednesday with Chiefs Who. And do you got the lead in right now? Is everybody still tied up, or do we got to, what you have for us on Wednesday?
I think we still have somebody has 2 at the top,
and
then there's like 3 or 4 people have 1 right answer. So yeah, it's an interesting race. It's the most participation we've had, I think, since we started the segment, where it's multiple people this far into the season. So I'd like to see more. So some of you guys that haven't been able to jump in, please do so. Mr. Paris, let's get on the board, baby.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, real quick before we leave, Pacquiao and Mayweather, man, they talks next year, man, for the fight, the rematch. Real quick.
Boxing's a dead sport.
Wait, what's up? Who is it?
Pacquiao, Pac-Man, and Mayweather. They ain't talk.
How
for,
old are those
part
guys?
2. hey, those hands ain't old.
Are they both like in their 40s?
Young 40.
Okay, spry. Pay-per-view. Yes, sir.
With that side, guys, enjoy the game. Go Chiefs.
Go.
45-3.